Let's get the shroud to Dr. Grammatica immediately.
Sigma team beat us here. We're too late.
What do we do?
Killing really is the least productive way to achieve our goals. Kill them all.
Contact!
Cover me! That skinny piece of shit tried to murder me, Berg. I want him to bleed.
I've got picture. ETA on the payload?
Sending it now.
A lot to sift through. I'm gonna get the initiates on it ASAP.
You look weird with a weapon. Let's plant a little bug and see what we can see. Got something. Isabel Ardant has a meeting here in a few hours. I think this is it.
I think you're right. Look.
Another assassin artifact. Something from Edward Kenway's time. This should belong to the assassins. Miss Thorne is quite the collector. That looks interesting. I can't believe they've kept all of this. I wish Father could have seen this.
I dreamed a dream the other night. Lowlands, lowlands away, John. My love, she came dressed all in white. Lowlands away.
The iron ship's from here. The Templar running things is Rupert Ferris and our target 1. Target 2 is Sir David Brewster, who's got his hands on a bauble that could ruin us in this wretched war.
kind friends and companions, come join me in rhyme. Come lift up your voices in chorus with mine. Come lift up your voices, all grief to refrain.
Come all you seamen bold, and draw near, and draw near. Come all you seamen bold, and draw near.
Get some sail upon her. Haul away your halyards. Haul away your halyards. It's our sailing time. Get her on her course now.
Balmy rolls, me dolly rolls. Oh, balmy beer and tobacco.
Well, I spent all my tin on the laddies drinking gin, and across the western ocean I must wander.
Scotland's town where I was born, there was a fair maid dwelling, made every youth well through. Her name was Barbara Allen, all in the merry month of May, when green buds they were swelling. I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, darling, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is long and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her.
As far back as I can remember, I wanted to be part of London.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
So this is a pint, is it? Remarkable.
Nice doggy.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny.
Good boy, Desmond. Hand over the mutt.
I'm just a poor boy. Please, nobody loves me.
I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy, because I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low.
fight like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate that I fight like a dairy farmer, because you fight like a cow.
You fight like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
He took his vorpal sword in hand. Long time the manxome foe he sought, so rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, yes?
What's a bandersnatch?
I haven't decided yet, but I know that it's fearsome and has a taste for children.
Oh.
Where was I? And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffling through the tulgey wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and with its head he went gull-humping back.
Oh, dreadful! You gave that monster what for?
I am Elfred Fleming. I run Her Majesty's Secret Service. First things first, we need to clear the area of anything that might alarm the enemy.
I'd be happy to help. Here's the list. Miss Fry. Evie Fry.
Bond. James Bond.
I saw him going into the barber shop when I was on my way to work.
He was in here asking about missing people. Bought a meat pie, he did. Stayed and chatted for a few minutes, then headed off to the barber.
He came in asking lots of questions. I believe I answered them to his satisfaction.
Yeah, I gave him a trim. He asked no-ended questions. When I cut his hair, I notices a tattoo right at the base of his neck. A green Celtic cross it was. Step over here and have a look.
They opened a new pie shop on Fleet Street. Brave move considering what happened to the last one.
Miss Wilson?
Yes?
My name is John Rokesmith. I'm afraid I have some terrible news for you.
What a happy coincidence that you were here to save me.
Wasn't it? And if you will allow me, my dearest Bella, I shall forever be by your side to protect you from this day forth. Come, my dear, let us be gone from this terrible place, and I shall explain all.
So all's well that ends well. Our young lovers are united at last and will soon marry.
I, too, hope to meet a man who will fake his own death and arrange my abduction just to see if I can be trusted.
And by the looks of you, they really hit it off.
I must say, it's all rather exciting. I do love these sorts of tales.
It all feels strangely familiar. I wonder why. We should drink to John Hammond and his unconventional idea of courtship.
Indeed, to John Hammond, our mutual friend. This residence was briefly owned by a Mr. James Jasper, a choir master and an opium addict. His nephew Edward was betrothed to one of Mr. Jasper's pupils, the fair and delicate Rose. However, Edward disappeared under mysterious circumstances, followed by Jasper himself. Perhaps grief sent him back to the soothing arms of his narcotic mistress.
Get out of my house!
Get clear,
There was
darling.
no one, Lord, whose love for Rosa came near to equaling mine. It should have been enough to keep my beloved nephew away. My poor Ned. Forgive. I didn't...
Alas, the myth has been discredited. There was no ghost in Berkeley Square, just a wretched soul, driven to murder and madness by guilt and intoxication. I think this is the makings of a rather fine novel. I wonder if I've got one left in me.
Who's a good horse? You are.
You wouldn't steal a handbag. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't steal a baby. You wouldn't shoot a policeman and then steal his helmet. You wouldn't go to the toilet in his helmet and then send it to the policeman's grieving widow and then steal it again. Downloading films is stealing. If you do it, you will face the consequences.
Man, these anti-piracy ads are getting really mean.
I think we're sitting too close to the screen, and the floor's all sticky over here.
All right, okay, let's move back then.
suppose this means our detective days are over. But what about you, Artie?
I'm glad I survived Mr. Raymond's insanity, but sadly he won't be here anymore to write more books.
A great loss, I'm sure.
I'm quite serious, Miss Evie. Me and my friends waited every week to read the next number and find out what happened next.
Why don't you write some yourself?
A fellow would have to be very clever indeed.
Sounds like you'd be in your element, my dear.
The gruesome Whitechapel murders by Artie.
I should think I would use my full name. By Artie Conan Doyle.
I'd use Arthur. Sounds more of a serious fellow.
You're speeding, I can see it.
We only doing about 19 miles an hour.
I like to go under the speed limit.
But the speed limit's 35 here.
These men were behind barbed wire, locked in the strongest cage that man could devise. These men plotted. These men dared. These men lived. The Great Escape.
He rakes and trims the grass. He loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed.
When coldness or deceit shall slide, the beauty now they prize, and deem it but a faded light which beams within your eyes. When hollow hearts must wear a mask, when other lips unmother heart, their tales of love shall tell.
The shroud was never meant for you.
You rascal!
Shall we dance on a bright cloud of music? Shall we fly?
Now that we've finished with that distraction.
Who is that? Oh, you mean you don't know?
Beautiful train you got here. Miss McBean was just telling me all about her.
2 assassins. Equal in height, 1 female, 1 male. 2 decades old, and those devilish smiles.
My friend, the plans you asked for have been removed.
Removed? By whom?
Crawford Starrick, or someone employed by him. Yes, I thought you might recognize the name.
Name's Ned.
How do you do?
I won't take up more of your time. If you want to learn a thing or two about the finest transit systems in the world, you can find me at this address.
I don't see Mr. Aberline.
Well, we tried.
I'm
may know a thing or two about that splendid fellow you're talking about.
What's this?
God's sake! Are you trying to blow the gaff?
What?
Sergeant Aberline, at your service. I presume you're the Fry twins Green mentioned.
I was expecting you to be a policeman.
I was expecting you to be discreet.
Henry Green said that you could help us go unnoticed.
Tell me, do you believe in ghosts?
Not particularly.
Yes.
I'm skeptical myself. Here we are, in the world's most advanced city, yet its citizens are so enthralled to the supernatural, they leave themselves vulnerable to charlatans, which is why I joined the Ghost Club.
Listen to me. I have been ordered to keep your rallies off the streets.
No, you must listen to me. The people in this city are in dire need of your assistance. Oh, you are Jacob Fry, are you not? And Miss Fry?
We're at a disadvantage, sir.
Karl Marx.
Hello, my newly honored friends.
Your Majesty.
We understand that with Crawford Starrick gone, a certain secret society finds itself searching for leadership. An upstart faction seeks to enter London and seize power.
Do you feel your life is in danger, ma'am?
No. Rather, I fear that the people of this grand city may suffer. I call upon you to foil this traitorous plot.
You can depend on us.
You will meet my loyal aide at the docks for instructions. Your work begins immediately.